Hello Math 1314 students, welcome to Algebra. Welcome to STEM Algebra, or Algebra for STEM majors. UNT Dallas offers a number of math courses for university core, but this one is the top, the deepest and the most difficult, also the broadest and most versatile. It is intended for STEM majors, so if you get credit here, it can be transferred to any other maths core courses too, but not vice versa. So keep that in your mind. If you're somehow sitting in this classroom due to a wrong advice or incorrect information, you may have to reconsider. I emphasize again, this is the hardest and the deepest among all those university core math courses. The most versatile, the strongest. Okay, alright. Enough warning. Let's begin. I believe everybody will be able to maneuver into this class page through Canvas. Now once you're here, please take a look at this menu bar here, and whenever you click home at any time, you're going to come back to this welcome screen. Now the next item on the menu bar is supposed to be the announcement, but I don't have any announcement yet. As a matter of fact, the semester didn't begin yet. As a matter of fact, the very first announcement is this video that I'm recording right now, so there's nothing there. But once the semester begins, once you're actually in, then you'll be able to see announcements, and the very first announcement is this very video I'm recording right now. Let's go to the next item, that's syllabus. And then we have the syllabus file, and then for your convenience, I posted UNT Dallas academic calendar as well. I already have it open here. This is a syllabus. And we have some course information and instructor information, office hours, and so on, office location, classroom location, those kind of information are there. Let's see, many of those are not really important for you, but for you, required reading or required textbook. People don't use the term textbook anymore because many became ebook or web-based resource. And this course as well, we're going to use My Math Lab, and that is linked to Canvas. I'm afraid it is a pricey software, but it replaces the ebook, and we have to purchase that copyright for the content in order to run this course, so it is required. It's a lot of money, but we don't have any choice. We are using their educational material created by Pearson and the authors, so we have to pay appropriate due. And then the recommended reading, this is a paper version of the same textbook. If you somehow get a lucrative scholarship and the scholarship pays for paper version of the textbook as well, then maybe you can reconsider and purchase that too. And then maybe you can resell it later. But otherwise, getting a paper version of the textbook is not really a good idea. But there are some students who are old-fashioned and study better with a paper textbook. In that case, my advice is to purchase older edition of the same textbook. Same author, Sullivan, and then Pearson, but instead of 11th edition, if you can get something like 6th edition, 7th edition, or things like those, then you can get those dirt cheap. I mean, I saw some students getting those older edition of the same textbook in about $5, including the shipping and handling. And all the editions differ very little in mathematics because content stays the same. The only change is some more fancy graphics, some change in the exercise problems, that's about it. So that's something you can consider. Now, another required component is required software. I'm going to require Wolfram Player, which is a free version of recommended software down here, Wolfram Mathematica. And this one is full version that allows you to do all kind of computation, mathematical writing, programming, all kind of things. but that may be overkilling unless you're a mathematics major. So Wolfram Player will do. And if you click here, well, I already have it opened. You're gonna go down to this, and then as a matter of fact, I think it is thanks to this location service, it somehow found I belong to University of North Texas, even though I didn't put any information there. So when I click this, it was linked to this, and then enter institutional email address, and then okay, I'll do that. And then, yeah, it gave me information about available software. Wolfram Mathematica is actually available to me. I already have it installed, so I don't really need it. But likewise, you can get Wolfram Mathematica from here. And it'll take a bit of an effort because this is an expensive software, so it has to go through appropriate authentication process by this company, and that could be a bit of a problem for you if you're unfamiliar. But if you're getting a free access to a software that can cost $1,500 if you pay as individual, it's a good deal. So if you're a mathematics major, and if you want the full version, you can consider that. Otherwise, Wolfram Player will do. So let me show you the player. Just scroll down, and yeah, Wolfram Player, and red button here, start download, and follow the instruction. And then if you run this installer and so on, then you're gonna get Wolfram installed into your machine. Of course, I won't do it because I already have full version Wolfram Mathematica installed here. So if I try to install a new one, then I may end up with a conflict. You can do it, and if you're owning, let's see, PC based upon Microsoft Windows, or Mac based upon Apple iWare, or Linux, then you're going to be able to use this Wolfram Player. I'm not so certain about Google Chrome because as of recently, Wolfram did not have free software for Google Chrome. So Wolfram Player may not work there. In that case, you'll have to do this, and then enter your information, and then use version Wolfram Mathematica for Google Chrome. But as a matter of fact, when I talked to the tech people in my university, and they gave us really cold response about Google Chrome. Their response was kind of like this. I'm trying to quote almost directly, as much directly as possible. If you're in college, use college level machine. Quote and unquote, it was like that. So using Google Chrome is actually discouraged. Not just Wolfram Mathematica or Wolfram Player, all kind of high level softwares are all blocked in Google Chrome. So consider not using that. Try to get a college level machine like PC based upon MS Windows, or Mac based upon Apple iWare, or Linux. If you are some software or hardware geek, and if you're really comfortable with that. So that was Wolfram, and then I'll show you how to work with those in a separate video. Let's see some bureaucratic information. And okay, here, course outline. I have the schedule here, and I'll try to follow this as much as possible. And we have exam scheduled on Wednesday, October 9th in week 7, and exam 2 scheduled on Wednesday, December the 4th in week 15. And the final week, we're going to use some leeway or second and third attempts of the exams if you fail those. If you score 70 or higher and then passed, okay, you're through. But if you scored something like 55, in that case, you'll have to take the exam again to raise up your score as much as possible. If you score 70 or higher, then you get maximum score of 70 in order to protect the student who did originally well. That kind of thing will be done in the last week. And then of course for exam 1 we have plenty of time. And ever since I started doing those, I was able to raise this pass failure ratio a lot. So I'm doing that, but of course I'm not going to advertise it too much, and consequently advertise some possibly incorrect information about UNT dollars. I do not put it as official document in syllabus, but there will be second and third attempts, and that's something I'm going to communicate as the semester goes on. Let's see. Grading scale: 10% Canvas assignment, 10% computer drills, Pearson My Math Lab, which I'll show you in separate video, and then midterm and final exam, 40% each. Assignment policy, I'll show you that in separate video. Please submit in PDF format. And exam policy, as scheduled, and use of AI and other external assistance is prohibited in exams. It's okay for the assignments, but they have to be cited properly. Okay, I got whatever whether website help or some AI tool that has to be cited properly and honestly. If you don't, that's a plagiarism. And then we have some further bureaucratic information. And finally, I posted my timetable here, and as you can see, it's very tight. So if you try to reach me, you have to find some white blocks, because in colored blocks I'm already taken for other classes, so I'm not available. Well, I wish there were some other white blocks here and there so that I can help you more. I can be a little bit more accessible, but what choice do I have? I mean, the university have to save some money, so each faculty have to teach more, and as a result their office hours are getting cut off, and instead the university created those the learning commons and so on, so you'll have to get some help from there. So much for syllabus, and this is the end of the first introduction video. We have 3 more to go. The next one I'm going to talk about modules, and then the third one assignments, and the fourth one that's going to be Pearson My Math Lab and Mastering.